Hello and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. My name is Joris and today I'm going to talk about the difficulty of saving. And of course here in Switzerland that's an important question to ask, because in Switzerland it's not that easy to save money, of course. And an important question is then, can you save like the average Swiss family, or better or worse, of course. So I made a video last year about saving and the rule of 300, in which I gave an estimation for a family of two parents and two kids with an average income of 9,200 Swiss francs. So half of the families will be above and half of the families will be below. And I came to, on average, a number of 1,450 Swiss francs that they could save. So those numbers were based on our budget numbers from 2021. And remember, we are a family with two parents and three kids, so three daughters. And yeah, my wife, she has a, a, a higher wage than the average wage. So we can save a bit more, but we live like we only earn 9,200 Swiss francs. So that's one thing that we always keep in the back out of our heads, that we earn more than an average family, but we act like we are an average family. And also remember that we fill our 3A pillar every year, and we always fill it completely, because I think it's really important. Yeah, the tax advantages that you get are really enormous. So it's really important that you do that. But I know a lot of people here in Switzerland that don't do it, although it's such an advantage thing to do. But if you look at it, so last year it was, and also in 2021, the amount that you could pay in for the 3A pillar was 6,883 Swiss francs. Now it's a bit higher, it's 7,056 per person. So if you multiply it by 2 and then divide it by 12, you come to a number a bit lower than 1,150 Swiss francs. But when you deduct that from 1,450, you are left with 300 Swiss francs. And that's why I always stress the rule of 300. And that is that you should try to earn 4% net on your 300 Swiss franc invested money, certainly from the moment that you retire, so that you can easily calculate how it's going to be when you retire, how much money you will receive from that money. And when you earn at least 4%, you know that you will receive at least 1 Swiss franc per month from that money. So then you know that when you have an account of 300,000 Swiss francs, that you will receive 1,000 Swiss francs in a month on average. So that's just a rule of thumb, and it's always easy to remember, to and to calculate where you are, and yeah, to to easily calculate how much money you can expect from your invested money. And now I'm going to go over the numbers for an average Swiss family in Switzerland, and those numbers are also for 2021, and it's from the Bundesamt für Statistik, so it's the Ministry for Statistics, and they gave the results last Monday, so 7 days ago. They gave this graph, so the Haushaltbudget von Bundesamt für Statistik für eine Familie in 2021. And it's a really strange thing to depict the yeah the total amount that people receive here in Switzerland. But the main numbers are in fact the bruto einkommen, so the total amount that people receive, and also the total amount that they can give out. So what you can see more is the primair inkomen. Why do they call it like that? Because the they deducted from the total amount that was received, the total wage in the parentheses, they deducted the pensions. So, and of course the other social amounts that people receive. So people that are sick or can't work or are on a pension because they are, yeah, they are they reached the pension worthy age of 65 and beyond. So yeah, they just deducted that. And then the other thing is they also deducted the taxes and the social expenses and said that the total amount that are available to do the daily expenses in Switzerland is 6,706. So actually those two numbers are the most important one to look at immediately, and then you can go into detail. And the strange thing is that, yeah, they depict it as an average for the whole of Switzerland. So in fact, this is a family that is on the same time working for an employer, working in self-employment, and is also already on pension. So on average, yeah, you have 20% of the people, 25% of the people in Switzerland are on a pension. So all the amount that they make with their pensions, it's divided by the total amount of people living in Switzerland, and then the total amount that could work and be on a pension in Switzerland, and that's that amount that you get then. So I say it's a strange way of depicting it, but when you look at it, the most important thing that you can see in this graph, besides the 9,788, it's the 510 Swiss francs that people earn extra from the amount that they invested or that they put in a house that they could rent out. So it's the amount that they receive from money that they really invested in an asset. So stocks or a house. So the 510 francs is really important. And then on the other side, you have the taxes, the social taxes, and also the Krankenkasse that we have to pay here. So that's we are obliged to pay them. So when you don't pay them, you have a huge problem with the state. So I would suggest to always pay this amount. And if you look at it, yeah, it's more or less 25%. So that's also the average income tax that you have to pay. So that's normal. And then another big expense is, of course, your house and the energy to heat your house and to live in your house. Then the costs for your car and the public transport. And another one of the bigger costs is the daily expenses that you need to do to eat and also to live your life. So other things that you need to buy besides eating and drinking. So besides food and drinks, that's yeah. For example, when you need to buy a new computer, that's in this part here. And then the last thing is other insurances. So insurances for um, when your kids break something at another place that you are insured, that the insurance is covering that cost. When you have an accident while skiing and stuff, that's all there. And then of course leisure expenses. So if you look at it, it's in total 800. It's 900 francs together. So also not that low. And on average 4,800 Swiss francs more or less for making trips and stuff. That's totally not that bad. And then the last thing, and you will say, but you said it's 1,450 francs, and here it says that people can save 1,710. But yeah, I will get to that. So this was my slides last year, and now I made the graph better because I said it was insurance, but it was of course social cost, so I made a mistake there. The other insurances were here with the dot dot dots, and the other fun stuff is of course traveling and other things. So on average, 9,200 francs that they earn, rent and paying loan, it's 1,250, and then you have social cost is 900. It's more or less the same as the taxes that you need to pay. Health insurance, so Krankenkasse 700. Food, clothes 1,500 and 300. All the other bills 600. The car, transport 550. Hobbies 600, and other insurance and other fun stuff 450. And then with the income tax of 900 also deducted, so all these are 6,850. So you come to an amount of 1,450. So where are the differences? Well, the first difference is in the total amount that they earn. So 9,788. I didn't take into account the 510 because yeah, I I'm not making 510 yet. I'm going to aim for it. But for me it was yeah, it was 50 or 60 in the beginning of 2021. So yeah, it wasn't zero, but I kept it at zero, and on average it's 510 in Switzerland. So when you deduct the 510 from the 1,710 here, you are left with 1,200. So it's 250 Swiss francs less. And when you look at it that way, um, yeah, yeah, here I made a mistake here. So the hobby is 600 and other insurance 450. It's more or less the same as above. So that's not the difference. It's mostly the 510. So the 1,200 with the 3A pillar, yeah, then people only have 25 Swiss francs left right now, because it went up to 7,056 per person. That means it's 1,175 per month that you need to set aside for the 3A pillar. So it means that you can hardly save anything. So it's really hard to save here in Switzerland. And we are still above 1,450. So we are certainly able to save more than 300 Swiss francs. My wife got a raise of her wage recently, so we can save more now, and we are really happy about that. So saving is key, and investing is then more key. And 300 Swiss francs is a start. So my wife and I, we did it for multiple years. Now it's getting better, and we can start saving more and investing more. So we are really happy about that. We are even investing for our kids now, so that's huge. And when you look at it, if you can save 300 Swiss francs per month on top of your 3A pillar, you're doing so much better than the average Swiss family. So you have to try to save as much as possible and make the best out of it. So it's not that easy, but hang in there, stay consistent. So when you looked at my video that I made recently, the 10 rules for dividend investing, the seventh one is there is only CCA, and the CCA stands for consistent cost averaging. So I really don't like the name dollar cost averaging. Dollar has nothing to do here in with here in Switzerland, and also not in Europe continent. So the dollar cost averaging, it's more for American people that really invest in dollars. Okay, we also invest in stocks that give dollars as dividend, but it's consistent cost averaging that's the most important thing. And then your dividends will increase more and more and more. And that this we know from experience. So after 8 to 9 years, you will start to receive 300 Swiss francs per month. So we are not there yet. We are now 7 years and a bit into it. And I think a year and a half further, so in about 9 years since we started, we will reach 300 Swiss francs per month in dividends. So we will go as double as fast as we used to. And of course, now with the raise of my wife, we are definitely going to reach that goal. And we will go even faster, which is great. And then really celebrate as much dividend goals that you can, because that keeps you going. So I gave a table here with just a few, and you see the numbers in green. Those numbers we already reached, and for sure we also celebrated 200, we celebrated 250, we celebrated 750, we celebrated 1500, we celebrated 2000, we celebrated so many goals, more than are depicted here. But it's just yeah, it's just to give an impression of what is possible. And if you look at those numbers here, actually you shouldn't look at those from the beginning. Just look at the small numbers in the beginning. Celebrate 15, celebrate 20 Swiss francs a year. It's so great that you can do that. And then per month 10, that means that you are earning 120 Swiss francs in a year. That's great. Then 365 Swiss francs in a year means that you earn 1 Swiss franc every day. Those yeah, those goals, they are so nice to reach. It's incredible. So every time try to celebrate them. Always think about it. You started from zero, and now you're at we are at more than 5 Swiss francs every day that we earn just by investing our money. And okay, it costs a lot of sacrifice because we don't make that many vacations. And when we make a vacation, it's almost always that we go to Belgium. So to visit our family, and that saves us a lot of money. But we miss Italy, we miss Spain, we miss Greek, Greece, we miss Turkey, we miss so many great countries. And I think my wife will say that we need to save on a leisure account as well, so that we can make bigger trips, and not only here in Switzerland in the weekend go to another big city. But yeah, we make sacrifices, not as much as a lot of people do to reach fire as soon as possible, but we still do sacrifice yeah, quite a lot. And then to finalize this, after I saw the numbers of the Bundesamt für Statistik, I added a new goal in my Excel file, and that's 510 Swiss francs per month, because I now know that on average Swiss people have an average of 510 Swiss francs that they receive every month. So I will try to reach that as fast as possible together with my wife. And when we go above it, we will celebrate for sure, because that's a huge milestone that we will reach, that we earn more than the average Swiss person from our invested money. So with that being said, I thank you for watching, and see you the next time on on one of my videos. And if you like this kind of content, please subscribe to my channel. I still only have 6 subscribers, so I don't mind that I only have 6 subscribers. I keep making these videos because I think they are important for my girls later on when they watch my videos on YouTube. They will learn a lot. I hope that they learn a lot. And then I hope that they continue the journey that my wife and I started for them, and that they like my videos just like you are about to do. So hit that thumbs up and see you on the next video. Bye.